Hey everyone, this is CryptoBisto here, and today I'm bringing you guys literally the easiest strategy there is to flipping NFTs. Okay, this strategy is really easy and really effective. I've been doing this recently with big hyped up NFT projects that are launching, and it works tremendously. For example, I've did this with the hype bears recently. As you can see over here, bought at 1.05 ETH and sold it around 35 minutes later at 1.6. As you can see, bought this at 4:59 p.m. sold it right back at 1.6 at 5:35. And I do this with multiple projects. As you can see over here, Monster Ape bought at 0.34, sold at 0.54 a few minutes later. Okay, I bought another Monster Ape, bought at 0.35, sold at 0.55. okay, and I'm going to explain to you how I do this strategy and how you can actually use this as well, because it's really effective with all the upcoming big NFT projects. This works every time. So let's take an example with the hype bears, and I'm on Icy Tools right now. This is a really nice website where you can track all the different analytics of NFTs that are trending and, you know, upcoming NFTs and stuff like that. So on the premium version, I have access to the actual live chart, and all these blue dots, as you can see over here, is people just buying the NFT for a certain price. Okay, so mainly how I trade and how I flip these and how you can do this is you need to know when most of the volume picks up. Okay, because you can actually flip with this strategy when there's a lot of volume, and the two time frames that there's a lot of volume is during a whitelist sell and during the public sell. So this is what happens, for example, with hype bears. When it first initially launched and the whitelist sell first happened, as you can see, it started at 1.8. And what happens when a big NFT project launches, and this does this every single time, is when the whitelist members start minting, this will create a supply shock, meaning that there will be too much supply compared to the demand, because all the people that are gonna mint on a whitelist, they're gonna try to sell really high, and they're gonna start seeing that their NFT is not selling instantly when they sell it on the secondary market, which is OpenSea. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna say, oh, okay, my NFT is not selling instantly, so I'm gonna undercut the other people. So I'm going to put the floor price lower to guarantee my NFT to sell. So this is what happens. They start undercutting each other, and slowly but surely the price starts to dump. And as you can see, it went from 1.8 in a few minutes, went all the way down to around 1 ETH. Okay. And this is where you want to buy the NFT, on that first initial dump of a whitelist. Okay. Because this always happens in every project launch. Okay, I'm telling you guys, it's just the matter of understanding supply and demand in a market. Every time a project launch, there's going to be thousands of people minting it and trying to sell it for a quick flip, and this will create a dump. Okay, because they will undercut each other. And after that first initial dump, this is where you want to buy, because after that first initial pump, there's always a huge, nice pump after that. As you can see, this went all the way up to 1.7 in a matter of a couple of minutes later. And this is where I cashed out. I bought around here and I sold around here. And this is what you want to do. And the reason why you need to buy here and that there's going to be a pump after is because once all the supply is minted and all the whitelist members try to flip their bag on the secondary market, once they're done flipping, they're all out. So the only once it's here, when it finally is done dumping, is because all the whitelist members that were there to flip are gone, and the only people that are remaining are the actual people that are interested and invested into an NFT project. So now it's going to be the opposite situation that's going to happen. There's going to be way more demand than supply, and this will create a nice pump. And this is the strategy. It's so simple, guys. You want to buy low and sell high. So you want to buy when the project is first launching on that first initial dump. And then once the dump is finished, you want to buy in this area and sell back after a first initial pump a couple minutes later. Okay. And as you can see, the same pattern happened with Monster Ape, another project I did this strategy recently. It started at 1 ETH. Whitelist members started dumping the market, and it went all the way down to around 0.30, and then it has a nice pump to around up to 0.6. Okay, and for this strategy to work tremendously, yes, you need to find big projects, but you also need to know when's a good buy opportunity. Okay, because as you can see, some people may think it was good buy when it dumped to 0.58, but no, you have to wait. And I knew that it was going to dump at around the 0.30 to 0.35 range. And I knew also that it was going to stop pumping at around 0.6 range. And this is why I bought my Monster Apes at around 0.35 and sold close to the all-time high first initial pump at around 0.55. So this is what you want to do. And I will create a future course, guys. In the future, I will build a course to show you guys exactly what I do and what exactly strategy I use to actually know when's a good buy opportunity on that first initial dump and when is a good sell opportunity on that first initial pump. Okay, and it always does this. Okay, so this is a strategy, guys, and like I said, you need to use this with projects that have a lot of hype or a decent amount of hype around it. Okay, because there needs to be demand on a project for your NFT, you know, to be flippable. Okay, because if we go, for example, on Monster Ape Club and we check, for example, their Twitter, you know, we see there's a decent amount of followers. As you can see, 48K followers. So we know there's demand, there's people interested. Also, a good sign is when people in the NFT space, NFT influencers, also follow this account. So as you can see, there's some accounts I follow, which are two great NFT influencers are following this project. This is a good green flag that this project is flippable with this strategy. Okay, and this works, okay, with all the big projects, guys. So this is a strategy that I recommend you guys using. Like I said, I will build up a future course to really show you in depth on how I predict when it's going to stop dumping and when is a good buy point opportunity, and also when's a good sell point opportunity on that first initial pump. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe because I have more strategies for you guys on the NFT space. But this is literally, you got to try this, guys. This works almost every single time. Again, not financial advice, but I highly recommend you guys using strategy if you're beginning to start flipping NFTs. All right, hopefully you enjoyed, and see you next one. Bye-bye.